Hello, and welcome to Starting Blocks 2.0. I'm Elton Alexander.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not Elton Alexander.
Elton is out on assignment, so
Okay.
in his place is the great Chuck.
The great?
The great Chuck.
The mediocre. But we'll work with that.
Yeah, we'll work with it.
So, I get to do your part now, since you usually ask Elton the questions.
Yes.
I get to ask you some. Let's talk basketball, college basketball.
We're
Or
gonna
college
talk
football.
Yes, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
basketball season yet, but we'll do that
Get to
later.
that later? Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Well, let's talk about a little bit of football. There were some
Be
games
great.
this weekend.
Yes, it was.
Was there a little shift
some
in
games.
some of the top 25?
Yeah, it was. And, Alabama, no shift there. They remain number one. Georgia moved up a spot because Clemson went down to the wire against Syracuse at home, which unranked Syracuse, so that made them drop a little bit. Now, people in Columbus or the state of Ohio are pretty happy. The Buckeyes moved up to the 3 spot, but some people wonder that maybe Penn State gave that game away.
That could be, and I'm kind of curious too. Ohio State had to come back and win that game. So how did they still go up even after having to come back?
Well, it was on the road.
Okay.
It was a tough game on the road, and the fact that Clemson lost to an unranked team, so that forced them to drop. But here's some other games of note that changed the rankings. Notre-Dame moved up to number 6 after winning at Stanford, which was definitely a big win for them. Oklahoma dropped to number 7. But the biggest jump, one of the biggest jumps was the biggest jump. 3 spots, West Virginia. They're now number 9. And this is a team that Elton has talked about all year, of a team to keep an eye on. Although they're not in the best conference in the Big 12, but they're definitely a team to reckon with.
What is there about the Mountaineers that makes them so special?
Quarterback. When you have a good quarterback, then you can win games.
That sort of applies to the pro game too, doesn't it? But that's for another story.
That's another video. That's another video.
So do you want to talk about the MAC now too?
Yeah, let's talk about the MAC. Now, Buffalo, I don't want to put this on Elton. This was more on me. Buffalo is a team that I've been raving about. They're undefeated. They played Army, a good Army team, and Buffalo got blown out. They got blown out in that game. So they probably brought them back to earth a little bit, but they're still a darling of the MAC conference.
Well, that's cool. So what's the next step for the MAC? Who's coming up next? What are the big games?
Well, Buffalo, let's see how they respond with that loss. They play Central Michigan. Then Miami's at Akron. This will be Akron's first MAC game. And then in the Western Division, Northern Illinois, which is 2-0 in the MAC, they play at the undefeated 1-0 in the conference, Ball State. And then Ohio U, which some people may say they're more of the darling. They were considered the favorite to win it. This will be their first MAC game, and they're at Kent State. So some good games on tap, and we'll see what happens.
Well, very cool. And when will Elton be back so that you won't have to have amateurs here?
I don't know.